지금 다운로드 받으세요.
Welcome back to Pro League 2016. I am the base taste. And
You're
with
like,
me
I
is,
am I D9?
Am I? How do I know what's real and what's not real, Valdez?
I don't know, man.
Maybe this
I've
is
been
all just a
asking that
dream.
same question for a long time.
Maybe I'm crazy and I'm going to wake up in a hospital bed and find out my whole casting life was just a schizophrenic flip out.
Could be.
Could be.
Could be. We don't know.
We don't know, man. We don't know
Maybe
what's real, what's not
I'm
real.
part of your imagination.
Maybe you're actually this
imagining
really
me.
nice nurse that takes care of me in a mental institution, and you just pretend that we're casting Starcraft because you know it'll make me happy. And all these people in the studio, they're all just actors. This is all these players.
It's all done for you.
Esports is not even a real thing. Okay, it's all done for me because I'm crazy.
There's a bunch of writers that make all the articles and stuff.
That's right. It's in the newspaper. Amazing, kind people allow schizophrenic guy who thinks he's a video game caster to enjoy his last year of his life for some reason.
Yeah, that's how
That's
far
what's
we've
actually
come.
going on. Yeah. We're going now into the next game. I like this picture of herO.
Yeah.
It's going to be herO against Bomber. I think Bomber's a great player, but herO might have his numbers.
He's got the numbers as well, 12-5, and he's 11-2 against Bomber.
Well, that is nothing to sneeze at, man. Look at that.
Yeah, I wouldn't sneeze at that.
I knew that herO had a winning record against Bomber. I didn't realize it was that dominant, though.
Yeah, neither did I. I thought actually maybe that Bomber would have. Oh my god, I almost fell out of my chair.
Yeah, this is actually, I want you guys to know something. The chair that Valdez is sitting in, it is missing one wheel.
Yep.
This makes you probably currently in the entire world, you have the most dangerous job in esports. You could at any point in time actually fall out of that chair. It could happen on camera. It could end up on YouTube. You could be immortalized as idiot guy falls out of chair in casting. You know? At any moment.
No one will know there's no wheel, of course.
Yeah, no one
They'll
will
just
know.
assume I have no balance.
LOL, that guy's a moron.
He doesn't know how to sit.
He doesn't know how to sit in a chair. LOL, I can sit in a chair better than him. I'm smarter than that guy in the video. Does that even count as a cheer, what that second one was?
I don't know, man. We've had worse.
Yeah. In the bottom left in the yellow, it's herO. In the upper right in the purple, we have Bomber. Both these guys have actually been in StarCraft 2 for a long time.
Yeah, they have.
They're really fixtures of StarCraft 2 esports here in Korea.
I feel like Bomber, you know, in terms of him traveling around the world and winning all these foreign tournaments and also his time being successful in Korea.
Can we talk about how you say foreign? Because you say
foreign
or whatever?
Foreign, yeah.
What?
That's
Why
right.
do you say it like, no, it's
That's
foreign.
right.
It's foreign.
No, it's foreign.
No, it's not foreign. It's foreign. It's not foreign.
Why do you say
There's
it
so
like
many
that?
foreigners out here.
Foreigners? I
No,
don't
it's
say it
foreign.
like that.
Foreign.
No, it's just foreign.
No, it's not foreign.
And forest.
Hey, where do they milk the cows? On the farm.
Yeah.
The farm, not...
The farm, yeah.
What are people who are
Not in
not
the
locals
forest.
of Korea? They're foreign.
Not in my book, man.
Foreigners. So many foreign players out here. A couple of foreigners playing.
Foreigners.
They're-
And I think that's supposed to be like northeastern,
Oh,
like
that might be your New York...
like a New England. I think is
New
where
England
it comes
accent
from.
coming out of there?
Because I played hockey, right? There's a lot of New Englanders, so I hung out with a bunch of them, and I think New Yorkers also say foreign. I'm not 100% sure though.
They say huge too. It's going to be a huge push coming up
I
here.
don't see that. That's just Bernie Sanders and people
That's
from
Bernie
Brooklyn.
Sanders and Donald Trump. Yeah, man. Sorry, I had to rib you for a little bit
No,
there.
it's fine.
But
Go ahead.
I got the Midwestern accent, so I have no
you got
accent.
the Kansas accent.
I got the
where-
Kansas
yeah.
accent. Yeah,
You got nothing.
I got nothing.
no flavor.
That's right. We call it proper. I
Yeah.
speak English proper here. We got a proxy coming up here. I'm not sure if Bomber's going to be ready for this. Let's see. What is he going to get, like a Stargate? We've actually seen some robo-proxies, too, PvT.
Stargate. And he's taken a page out of Zest's book. Zest did this actually against Reality yesterday, and it was very one-sided. He got oracles in there. Did a lot of damage, followed up with a push with a lot of gateways, with a very early third base, and yeah, it was deadly.
Well, let's see what happens this time around. Yeah, I think you're right. This could be actually like a very short game. See a Bomber autograph there.
But, I mean, Bomber knows this is happening, right? He goes into the main base. He scouts no third pylon.
He is looking for with his SCV at the bottom right. He is trying to see what he can find. We got the Oracle coming in here. That's no surprise. Now, sometimes, even if Terran knows this is coming, it can be hard to stop. Okay, and he's going to see it.
There it is.
Done. Yep.
He knew it was coming. I mean, he's already preparing. He can make a couple of turrets. Just needs to get his Marines in position too. Oh, wow. Adept coming over here gets no damage done. And already a turret here in the main. Let's see how many turrets he commits to, too, because he's only making one right now, but the Oracle's about to pop out, so...
Okay, the Oracle's now headed northbound, only moments away from now hitting Bomber's main base. There's one turret, but he can actually shave around the edges here, starting to take out SCVs. Not as much damage as I would have thought. Only 2 kills. I thought it was 1 for a second. Now up to 3. He's going to back up, probably deactivate that, and maybe try to hit the front.
Yeah, he's just doing a bit of harass damage. He's going to commit to a second Oracle. Definitely needs to get some amount of damage done with how late his Nexus is. But... yeah, this Bomber, with that scout, he knew this was coming, and he's going to commit to a third Oracle.
I might be wrong, but I think there's a lot of weird stuff you can do, especially if you get up to 4 Oracles. I don't know if you've ever tried this.
It's pretty dirty.
You can run in there and actually just kill a turret.
It's a dirty Protoss build for sure.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Now, note, Bomber did not push this. The proxy. All right, he's going to go instead. Got to be careful against a Cyclone, man.
Yeah.
Cyclone's like the anti-Oracle.
It's really fast,
Does he get a 4th Oracle here? That's what I'm wondering. Now, the funny thing is, when you have that many Oracles, you can even just go kill all the Marines. You can kind of just kill everything. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so 4 Oracles. We haven't seen this hardly ever, but it is a weird thing that you can kind of do.
Oracle Army coming in, trying to fight against the Marines, and he's just going to be able to. Yeah. With this many Oracles, you can easily come in here and wipe it all out.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. You don't have to just make 1 Oracle. You can make a bunch. I'm sure there's better reasons why we don't see it all the time, but yeah, if you have enough of them, everything just kind of dies. As long as you have like an Adept or something to absorb the shots so the Oracle's not taking too much damage, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of cray Valdez. Now, here's another problem. Bomber is about to get ambushed here, and I'm a little bit worried because if he loses this army over here, he's probably going to lose his natural. Here we go.
Yeah, coming in here, going to fight up against a lot of those units.
Now, can he break the natural? I think he can.
He's actually getting Magfield Accelerator. I don't know if that's an accident or is he just going to continue making
I'm impressed
Cyclones
you knew the
here?
name of that, by the way.
Well, I got the Observer PC, man. I'm cheating.
Magfield Accelerator right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Increases Cyclone lock-on damage.
Now, here's the thing. I think with these Adepts, well, I guess he's not going to do it. I thought there was a chance that he might be able to break the Terran there, but it looks like he just wants to play it safe. Note, herO is actually taking another base down here in the bottom center. That'll be his 3rd base up.
Yeah, that's what you do with this kind of pressure build. You know, you keep the Terran in his base forever. You delay his 3rd CC for as long as possible while taking an earlier 3rd CC, or rather expansion here. And there's not much that the Terran can do in terms of pressure himself. I'm very curious to see how this Cyclone-based army is going to work out. I've never seen this before, personally.
Well, in the last, I want to say it's like maybe a week and a half, we've seen people like Gumihope, for instance, coming out with a Cyclone. Like, yeah, I mean, drive it into the Protoss's base.
It got a buff. You know, it's 50 less gas. I think it's only 100 gas now.
I always thought the Cyclone was going to be the staple unit that Terran made the whole game, and I turned out it was totally wrong. But maybe we're going to see a trend and see this beginning to change. I mean, I think one thing about Cyclones is to control a bunch of them is not easy.
Yeah, you got to lock on to different targets. You know,
yeah,
you don't want to.
It's pretty micro-intensive when you look at it. Yeah. So. I'm not sure. Now, the problem, though, with when you get the Cyclones are kind of engineered, at least as far as I understand it, they're engineered to take out other expensive units, especially effective against air units. You know, get like a Mothership, get a Oracle, for instance. We've already seen a little bit of that here. But if Protoss just has a ton of basic ground units, I don't feel like the Cyclone has much utility. Like a bunch of Adepts and Stalkers, like, do you really care about Cyclones at that point in time? I don't think so.
I don't think so. And if you have a lot of Blink Stalkers, too, or even you can even just shade onto it, so you can effectively, take away their range advantage that they would have with the lock-on and just get right on top of them. And you can see that herO is going for this Zest style of play where he just makes a million gateways and gets upgrades. Going to have the resonating glaives here, as well as +1, and he's going to try to hit now here at the front.
I don't think he actually, does he do a timing? I think he just stays on 3 bases. If I had to guess, I think that's the way you want to do it. But let's see. I mean, we've had a lot of these adept timings sometimes come in here and just Shrek the Terran.
It's a lot of adepts. I mean, there's a bunker at the front, and Bomber is ready and waiting for this. But he can still do a bit of damage. Well, let's see if he wants to commit.
Shoots for days, man. Look at that.
As long as you have vision and it's, somewhere within the range.
That's right. Now, here's where Protoss might want to do a timing. Ooh!
This is dirty.
Here we go. Is he going to get the depots up in time? Oh!
That was so close. He could actually just focus down the depot, though, from here. He has that many adepts.
Now, is this the way he should be doing it? This is what I'm not sure about. I mean, he's basically diving into the main here. I thought he was going to try to do a timing and hit the 3rd base, but instead he's coming up here. Already 19 SCVs been killed. Now to 22, 27.
Goodbye, economy.
The shift clicking is real, guys. He's probably going to shade out, too.
Yeah, should be fighting with those. Okay, there's the shade. Gets on top of the Cyclones, and Bomber lost 40 SCVs. I mean,
that is such an insane number of workers to have killed off here. And here's what's funny. A good amount of the adepts just get out. He's also booby-trapped this with the oracles here. Let's see if that actually sets off. He's got more adepts out here. I think we're like a minute or 2 away from ending this game, Valdez.
Yeah. The collective amount of tears in the Twitch chat right now and Terrans around the world could actually fill up like a backyard pool at this point.
Yeah, this is crazy. Look at this. That should be the beginning of the end. Now, Terran might be able to kill it. No, never mind. I spoke too soon. Not enough Benevacs here to heal this. Eventually, the damage does pile up.
There's way too many adepts.
Yeah, it's just too many. Terran now down to 24 workers, but Protoss is basically on top of the barracks, and whatever that goes on for too long, it's GG, just like we saw there. herO takes game number 2. Right now, CJ 1 win away from being our victors.
Yeah, and that looked, a little bit, imbalanced, right? People will be like, oh my god, the adept, it's so strong. But you have to think about the situation in that game. herO got his 3rd base for like 3 minutes, and Bomber was on 2 bases, right? herO could have made any units and just been that far ahead as well.
That's
now,
right.
as the Adept, it doesn't have a lot of utility, and, obviously you can do more with the Adept than a Blink Stalker in that situation, yes. But, herO set that up for himself, essentially, to go for that after the Oracles. And also, Bomber was going for the weird build with the Cyclones, so he had a lot less bio to fight the Adepts. It was weird.
I'm not sure. It was like I was saying, like, mass Adepts do not care about Cyclones. Okay? If you were like, trying to make a few specific air units, that's when Protoss has to back away because the Cyclone is a real threat. Very easy to control, really easy to assassinate key units. But in this case, no way, man. Well, Bomber looking a little bit defeated. Can't blame him. That was a tough game that he had back there. And that means we're going to go on to our 4th game. And who's in our 4th game, Valdez?
We got MC versus Super.
That's right. And I think MC should take that.
MC's been looking so good, man.
Super's been kind of like tier 3 pro gamer. You can see why he's in the leagues he's in, but when you put him against these other guys, Super is just not as refined,
Yeah, he takes games once in a while from really strong players. I think he beat Maru and he beat Innovation. So he's got like a good PvT, right? He has great builds for that matchup. But going up against MC when MC just beat Classic and like MC looks like one of the smartest pro gamers I've ever seen in every game. How he came back against whoever he played at the GSL. He won 3 games.